to do lesson 1.2 of pre-algebra math, part 1. And it is powers and exponents, part 1. Here is our standard here. And we have a 34-point classwork sheet, and then a 15-point notebook guide available. Teachers, today's bell work is right here. We have write a variable expression for a length of time in minutes if you know the number of seconds. So write a variable expression for this verbal model here. And then number 2, evaluate this expression when x equals 12.8 and y equals 4. Give your students 5 minutes for this. Okay, welcome back for our solutions to our bell work. B, because there are 60 seconds. In 1 minute, the number of minutes is equal to s over 60 for the number of seconds. And then G for our number 2 here, x equals 12.8. We plug that into here and we get 8.8 for x minus y. Okay, before you multiplied whole numbers and decimals, now you will use powers to describe repeated multiplication. Why? So you can find the total number of emails sent. So a power is the result of a repeated multiplication of the same factor. For example, the number 125 is a power because 125 equals 5.5. 5 times 5 times 5. A power can be written in a form that has 2 parts, a number called the base, a number called the exponent. The exponent shows the number of times the base is used as a factor. So this whole thing is a power. Here's the base, here's the exponent, here are the factors. The base 5 is used as a factor 3, and that would be a power. The table shows how to read and write powers. 12 to the first would be 12 to the first power equals 12, and etc. here down to 8 to the fourth power. 8 times 8 times 8, 4096. So this is the general manner of how powers are written and read. 4 to the third power, 8 to the fourth power, 0.5 to the second power, or 0.5 squared. Students, in your own words, define power and define base. And students, in your own words, define exponent. This goes in your notebook. I do notebook checks on Friday, but teachers, you can do it whenever. Okay, example 1, using exponents, write the product using an exponent. Here is our product here. How would you write that as an exponent? It would be 13 to the fourth power. The base 13 is used as a factor 4 times. And then B here, what do we do with that? So 0.2 cubed is used as a factor 3 times. And then example 1, write the product using an exponent. We have this here, n. So it'll be n to the 6. N is used as a factor 6 times. And then t would be t to the 5th, t to the 5th power. Okay, first guide practice, write the product using an exponent. Same thing down here, students, write your product using an exponent. And let's go ahead and do our first one. Students, teachers, you can wait on your class for a couple minutes for them to do this before we move. Okay, write the product using an exponent. So how will you write that? Exponent would be 4.3 squared. That would be. Into our next example 2, evaluate expression x to the fourth when x equals 0.5. So here's what it would look like here in the math, the algebra here. 0.5 to the fourth. So use 0.5 as a factor 4 times, and what do we get here? Be 0.0625 when you use your calculator, or you could do it by hand right here. You got plenty of room to try it here, to check it. Okay, our next guide to practice, evaluate the expression when m equals 3. And then students, this is yours down here, m cubed. Evaluate this expression when m equals 3. Okay, into our guided here, evaluate expression when m equals 3. So we plug in 3 for m, and we get 3 to the 5th, which is what? 3 times 3 times 3, which is what? 243. For that one, that's part 1. Lesson 1.2, pre-algebra. We're in pre-algebra. If you want the whole course in PowerPoint or video, get a hold of me. This is part 1. There is a part 2 and I think a part 3 for this. Thank you.